What's up, guys? Cal Proline Junk Removal. We're headed to a job right now. It's gonna be a small pickup. It was pretty close as well, which is always a plus. And since it was so close and since the job was so small, I'm just bringing the truck right now. Then after this job, I'm gonna go pick up the gooseneck for the job after this. We're just taking some paint cans and some chemicals, so we gotta bag that and dispose of that properly. But since it's just such a small pickup, I'm just taking the truck to save some gas and to save some time because I know I can fit everything in here. So yeah, it's the game plan. All right, we just made it to the job. He wants me to take this shelf right here, everything on this shelf and the shelf itself. I'm gonna take that. So yeah, it's gonna be a quick and easy job. I always recommend bagging anything that's liquid or paint just in case it falls over. You don't want it, one, ruining your trailer or truck bed, and two, you don't want it coming out of your trailer or truck bed and getting on the front of someone's car. You want me to take these clamps too? Okay. I'll actually keep these for myself. Yeah. Yeah, these are nice. I'll keep them for myself. Just a little pot. Oh, the green bins? Do they have the lids too, or the red lids? Okay. Yeah, I'll grab those. These are door handles. That's scrap right there. Keep that for myself. So we got some cart compound, some coolant, a little bit of scrap here. So I'll keep that for myself. Alright, this is what we got. We got the shelf, 2 ladders, all the paints and liquids in there. So yeah, about, realistically, if the ladders and shelf weren't in there, it'd probably be a quarter of the truck bed. We just got that first job completed. As you saw, it wasn't a whole lot of stuff. We actually got some good stuff as well. So when they sent me pictures, it was only everything on the shelf. They didn't include the shelf either, but while I was there, they added a couple extra things like the concrete pot, the ladders, and the shelf itself. So what I'm gonna do with that, I'm gonna sell the shelf, I'm gonna list that on Marketplace, and I'm gonna list those 2 ladders on Marketplace as well. And I know this stuff will sell because I sell stuff like this all the time. So yeah, I'm gonna list everything there, and that'll be extra money to help pay for some gas or dump fees. So this job worked out really nice. It was a small job, it paid decent, and we're gonna get money back on top of it. That's a win-win in my book. All right guys, we just got hooked up to the gooseneck. Now we're headed to the job. We're about 41 minutes away, so it's not very close, which is, you know, kind of sucks, but it's a part of the game. It's a part of this business. You're gonna have to drive a lot. So yeah, we're headed there now. It's gonna be a storage unit clean out. Thankfully, it's on the first floor, and everything in it goes. She's not keeping any of it, so that's I like jobs like that where you can just go in, take literally everything out, and you don't have to worry about separating anything. You don't have to worry about damaging anything, because all of it is, you know, we're taking all of it, so it doesn't matter. Hopefully there's some good things in there that we can sell. She sent me a couple of videos, a couple of pictures, but they weren't the best. So I also gave her a price range so I wouldn't screw myself over. So yeah, we got that going on. We're headed there now, and I'll show you guys everything once we get there. Just made it to the storage unit. This U-Haul lot is extremely tight. I'm honestly, getting out of here is gonna be, it's gonna be a challenge, and I'm pretty good at this. I reversed my way in here from the street. That's how tight it is, just because I think getting out is gonna be an issue with a 20-foot dumpster. So yeah, you gotta be good at this, and it's very tight. We're waiting for the code on the storage unit, and then once we get it opened, we will be able to do everything and get everything removed. So here we go. Here's the pile, or here's everything from the storage unit. I already took out this cache just so I can see what kind of is back there. All these black little specks on the ground is rat poop, so that's awesome. And then everything else is trash. We're not gonna be able to really donate or keep any of this just because of the rat poop. It's just not sanitary, and it's not something you want to mess around with. So the only thing that I will be keeping are these or any other little metal pieces, and those will just be scrap. We're not donating that or keeping that or anything. So yeah, let's get to it. I had to park like this instead of just right up to it, just because look at the length of the trailer. It doesn't matter how good you are about, you know, maneuvering a trailer. There's no way I was gonna be able to make it all the way pivot to there. It just wasn't gonna happen without the truck hitting this side of the wall. So yeah, we have to walk, what, maybe 30-40 feet. It's not that bad. If it was in the middle, I would have definitely tried harder to make it, but This will be okay. It is hot. So we've only been going for probably about 10 minutes. And I'd say we're more than halfway done. This metal shoe rack, that'll be scrap. Alright, so the reason why we're doing this job for this customer is she didn't pay her bills and she basically got kicked out. So I didn't record it on the way here, but it was a pain in the ass getting into this facility in general. It was a pain getting into her storage unit in general, and that's because they were going to put a lock on it for auction. So yeah, it's always something. I'll move it for you. No, it's fine. I'm about to leave anyways. Yeah, it's all good. You can sneak on by. That's one way to break down these drawers. Practically made out of cardboard. There we go. So we didn't get a lot of scrap for this job. Just this wire, these two, and those two little decoration pieces. That's it. we're almost done. We just have the 2 couches, the ottoman piece, the box spring, and this headboard. So what I'm going to try to do to save space is this mattress or box spring I'm going to put on top of all the junk. Alright, so we just got everything removed into the trailer. Got it in there the best I could, packing it wise. Got the long couch here, the other one just flipped up here. Box spring up there, ottoman there, just all the other junk in the middle. It kind of slid down, it was packed in a little better, but all right, we are all wrapped up with this job. I'm gonna put the GoPro over here in the corner. I'm gonna show you guys how tight this corner is with this setup. It's the only thing that's really impractical about it is how long it is. That turn wasn't as bad as I expected, but you can see where the tires dragged. And you can see right here, I'm about a yard away from the wall. That was kind of close. We are done with that job. It's kind of unfortunate that there was so much rat poop in there on the furniture, or else we probably could have sold some of it, got a little bit of extra money. But, you know, that's just how it is, and I'm not going to sell something that has rat feces on it and sell it to someone else. That's just not right. So that's just how it is, but everything else went smoothly. It was a very simple, easy job. We were in and out probably about 30 minutes or so. The only downsides to this job, I guess you could say, which really isn't a downside, was there was no shade and there's no AC. It was all outside and we were just baking in the heat. What is up, guys? We made it back home and I'm gonna show you everything that I'm gonna keep for myself and all the good stuff. So I'm gonna keep the WD-40 and this Wasp and bee killer and some of this filler right here, and then also I'm gonna keep these, some antifreeze and a little bit of compound, and then the rest of the stuff that I'm about to show you I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna list it on Marketplace and sell it. So this ladder right here, the red one, I'm gonna list for $30. This one, it extends double the length. I'm gonna list that one for 20 bucks or $25. These buckets, they have the lids on them too. There's 4 of them. I'm gonna list those for $10. This shelf right here, I'm gonna list for $25. And then this I'm gonna try to sell. It's a concrete flower pot with a design on it. Looks decent. I'm gonna try to list that for $7. And then these right here, basically like vice grips, kind of. I'm gonna list all of them, all 4 of them together for $7. So yeah, all this stuff I know I'm gonna be able to sell. I sell stuff all the time, so I know what I could kind of get for it. And those ladders are definitely they're gonna sell fast. I know that for a fact. Yeah, and the shelf I know will sell fast. The flower pot and the bins I'm not too sure about. Don't really sell those too often, but I think someone would be willing to buy it at a good price. Alright, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. If you like this type of content, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.